BetOnline is your number one source for all your summer sports this season, from MLB, golf, NBA, and NHL playoff stats. All the latest stats, news, and scores are available to you to follow your favorite teams. So get the latest odds and lines, including the latest team matchups, player props, and odds on just about every sport out there. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to get in the action. BetOnline, where the game starts. So Kenny comes
the
out.
promo segment was the main event, right?
Yeah, but it's like you're still not, that's the main event segment, but your main event match should be a big, you know what I'm saying, like a marquee match. If you're advertising the card, it's like, and you look at the card, and this is like the second match advertised, but it's the main event of the show. It's like,
Yeah, I watched the show on Triller on Fight TV with a VPN, and I can watch it on demand. So when I saw that the women's match was going to kick off with like 30 minutes after the show, I was like, wait, what?
Right.
And I was like, wait, no, they got Kenny coming back. So they've
been advertising that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. At first I was like, wait, that's it? You can do better.
The announcers should kind of be alluding to at the end of the show tonight. We're going to hear from Kenny Omega. So it's a thread. So like, okay, don't go anywhere, because some people may have been thinking like they're watching the female match. It's the last match, and you're thinking like, I don't care who wins this. And maybe they turn the show off.
Show him arriving at the arena. Show him in the locker room, getting ready to go out, and fans are like, "Oh snap, Kenny's coming back!" It's been forever since the last time we saw him, and no, the first time we saw him was him walking out to the ring.
Oh, I want to make another point too, just real quick about this show. They're in Winnipeg, right? And the Winnipeg, where the Winnipeg Jets play, is arguably one of the best. Like, people have been touting as like the rowdiest home ice in the league, called the Barn, the old wave towels, everything. Bro, maybe because Winnipeg got eliminated from the playoffs, this crowd did not seem like a Winnipeg excited crowd.
No, that's a good point. They went that live,
and I think maybe that they were flat because
could have been
the Jets got knocked out of the playoffs like a day before. So I don't know. But Omega cut a great promo here. But basically, and it wasn't even really a promo. He was just talking about what exactly had happened to him in great detail about how, with a diverticulitis, the doctor told him that he would be a ticking time bomb, and that any blunt force trauma to the stomach could kill him. I wouldn't have said, I don't know. This stuff here I wasn't too much of a fan of. He said Omega got choked up while saying he was scared for the first time in his career, and he said he felt pathetic and like a coward. He said maybe the point of it all was that he would have to come out and explain that he had to retire. So he said he turned on AEW for the first time when he watched Dynasty, and Omega spoke about watching Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson have one of the greatest matches he's ever seen in his life. And he said he wished he could say it made him happy, but it made his hand shake. And he wondered whether he was really afraid to be a wrestler. But he said that when he heard Justin Roberts call his name as a fan cheering, he realized he was scared, and that's part of life. But he said he was shaking because he was going through withdrawals. But being the best wrestler fuels him. Omega said he felt like he had already been forgotten. Omega declared that his career would not be over until he exhausted every option. Said even there's a 1% chance the fans weren't done with him yet. He said he made a vow to change the world. He turned the focus to the Young Bucks and was censored. I don't know what did they censor him saying there?
He said.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he brought up those bags in his stomach, and then he.
Oh yeah, remember he said they had to cut now. Since we're talking about colostomy bag, let's talk about some. Yeah.
Right, which is unnecessary in this promo because his promo was going fine. He didn't have to cuss, right? So
that's one of the cool things about watching it on Triller on Fight TV. They don't censor anything.
Oh, they don't. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Omega said they forgot there's another EVP. He said they could fire him from the elite, but they can't fire him from being EVP. He said that until someone says otherwise, a part of the power belongs to the best bout machine. Okada makes his entrance dressed in a suit and joined Omega inside the ring and says something to Okada in Japanese. And Omega said it was the Rainmaker, the best. Omega says the Rainmaker, the best bout machine. And Omega said they had a pretty good rivalry in New Japan. And Omega told him to give it a couple months they could settle the ring. Then Okada took the mic and said he was sorry, but he is now the best bout machine. Okay. So Jack Perry enters the ring and blindsides Omega, and Okada went to ringside and slid a chair to Perry, used to fight off security. Perry swung a chair to Omega, ducked it. Then Omega out of nowhere just does a pretty good comeback here. Performed a dragon suplex, sold his abdomen. Then Omega got to his feet and removed his jacket and played to the crowd and pointed Perry ran the reverse for a V-trigger, but Okada grabbed his foot and Omega ran toward Perry, who jabbed him in the gut with the chair. So I think, So Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson came out and acted like they were bothered by what Okada and Perry did, and the Kenny chant broke out as he grabbed the Bucks with the goal of pulling himself up, and they grabbed his hands and they gave him the V trigger, or the EVP trigger. Then the FTR music played. The Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler ran out. The Elite exited the ring once FTR and the trainer checked on Omega to close the show, but the show wasn't over because he ran into Rampage. So it was like this was over. But like, so this angle in Rampage, they have him on the
stretcher.
On the stretcher, they stretch him in the back. They have the Elite there are now like teasing him. I forgot what. Hang on.
They chase away FTR first, and then
let me. I want to make a point there, dude. Like, whenever there's, like, run-ins and stuff, I think, bro, FTR does not protect themselves enough. They go out there just sometimes, they just get beat up. Like they need to go out there and, like, do the babyface thing where they come out and are doing a good comeback and beating the guys, and maybe one of them comes up behind him and the guy. And then they get him. But sometimes they just get, like, glommed and they fight back. They just get, so I don't know. It's like, they don't. When it's time for them to sell, it's like they don't sell like top guys. They sell kind of like jobbers, you know? So I don't know. This angle, so this angle basically.
Well, they tossed him off the stretcher too.
Yeah, they don't call it the stretcher, so the guy, they got heat, right? But bro, I just think the thing is that, and the crowd wasn't really giving the heels the heat that they needed to have when they were doing this in the arena. Did you notice that?
Yeah, but I believe, bro, they were very deflated by that loss. I think you're right. They were just deflated from the beginning. And, you know, when you're
right,
when
but
your team's in the playoffs and they get dragged like they did, you're like,
the thing is here, and the reason I don't, it's like, bro, I'm still not, and I think a lot of the fans are not. You're trying to put like all this serious mega heat on the Young Bucks. I don't think the fans are buying them yet. Like, you know, like they're not buying them as like serious heels yet, and I think they're trying too hard, like trying to do serious, you know, and it's just like the fans are not like, you know, I don't know.
What do you think, Perry?
Well,
I'm actually enjoying the Young Bucks as heels and them doing these kind of antics like they did last week, like they did this week, and just like trying to get heat. And I mean, fans love the Young Bucks, but at the same time, Young Bucks, they're some of the best character work that they've done. You look at their work. I got lucky to get to see them in Ring of Honor when they were out here in Vegas. I really enjoyed them working as heels. Same thing when they were with Bullet Club, and then they just got so over that then they had to turn them face. But right now, they're doing everything possible to be heels. The problem here is, too, those diehard AEW fans, they're loving Jack Perry being back. Because they saw him as the scapegoat. So he's back and they want to cheer him. I think right here, doing that Kenny Omega angle is going to get them finally the kind of heat that they want. And let's see where it goes.
Yeah, because that's how.
Well, that's my point. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the angle itself. I just think in the role, like, I'm just not convinced that they're acting in that role yet as serious. You know, and I don't know. It's just because they haven't, bro. Like, the thing is, I've always said with all these guys.
I think he's waiting, Harry, for them to do something really heelish to get real heel heat, not just moves here and there.
Dastardly. It's going to be interesting what they do on Double or Nothing, because I got no clue where they're heading with the tag team titles. I have no clue. They already announced the men's and women's world championships, who it's going to be, and unfortunately, it's just going to be a bridge pay-per-view with those two belts, because you know that Swerve and Tony Storm aren't going to lose those belts, but hopefully the tag team one, that's going to be an interesting one in the pay-per-view. But so far, I'm like, okay, what are they going to do? I got no clue.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.